Hi family, welcome back to my kitchen. If you are new here, please consider subscribe. Today I'm gonna show you how to cook matumbo or tripe. So here are our tripe. They're clean. I used a salt and white vinegar to clean them. They're very clean. If you want to cook them, please wash them with vinegar and salt. They're going to be very clean. As you can see, they're very clean. Salt and vinegar helps to make them clean. So we are going to take a pot, an empty pot, and put them in the pot. We're going to put our tripe in the pot. After putting our tripe in the pot, we are going to add water. We need normal tap water. We are going to add enough water because you want to boil our tripe until they're tender. We want to boil our tripe until they become soft. So we need to add enough water. We need enough water for them to boil well because we are going to boil them for, I'm going to boil them for 4 hours. After adding water, we are going to add salt. We are going to add salt. I want to boil them with salt. So I'm mixing the salt. I want to boil our tripe with salt. So after that, you are going to cover our pot and put it in the stove for them to boil. I'm using this stove that uses charcoal as fuel, or you can call it jiko. I love using this stove for boiling my tripe because it cooks well. It cooks them very well. As you can see, they're boiling. They're going to boil for 4 hours because I want them to be soft and tender. Our tripe have boiled for 4 hours. As you can see, they are ready. They are very soft. They have cooked for 4 hours. Now I'm going to wait for them to cool so that I can chop them into small pieces. Now they are cool. I've waited for them to cool. They are cool. So I'm going to chop them into small pieces so that I can cook or fry them. I normally boil them before, then after boiling them, I chop them. So we are going to use tomatoes, we are going to use onions, we are going to use beef spice, we are going to use ginger spice. We need soy sauce, dark superior soy sauce. We are going to use it for our matumbo or our tripe. So my tripe are too much, or I can't cook them all, so I'm going to divide them. I'm going to use to cook just a small amount of them. I'm just going to take, I can't boil all of them, they are too much. I'm going to keep others in the fridge so that I can cook next time. So I'm going to cook these ones, and the other ones I'm going to keep them in the freezer so that I can cook next time. I've packed them into these polythene bags. I'm going to put them in the freezer. So let's cook. Here we are just cooking these ones. You're going to add a little oil. You need to add a little oil for them just to fry them. You don't need to add too much oil, you just add a little. So we are going to fry them. I want them to turn at least brown and just to be crunchy, a little bit crunchy. So I'm going to put another pot aside. Then I add oil. I want to fry our onions on the other pot. So I'm going to add a little of vegetable oil. After adding it, I've waited for it to heat. Then I'm going to add our onions. So after adding the onions, I'm going to fry our onions until they turn golden brown. I'm going to fry our onions until they turn golden brown. Guys, for me, I used this stove that uses charcoal as fuel to boil my tripe. But if you uses this stove that uses gas, it's easy. You can boil them for 2 hours. You don't need to boil them for 4 hours like me. If you are using the gas, you just boil them for 2 hours. I think they'll be ready. And if you are using this kind of a pot that is called a pressure cooker, if you're using a pressure cooker, I think 1 hour and a half your tripe will be ready. As for me, I waited for 4 hours. I'm cooking rice. I'm going to eat our tripe with rice. You can see I'm cooking rice. We are going to eat the tripe with rice. I really love eating our tripe with rice, but you can eat them with ugali or chapati or matoke or mashed potato, whatever you like. As for me, I'm going to eat it with rice. So I'm frying our tripe until they turn brown or they're crunchy. And again, I'm trying to get rid of the fat. Sometimes you can find the tripe has a little of fat. So by frying them like this, you are getting rid of that fat. You don't need it. So we are going to fry them until they are brown, and you can see our onions are doing great. We are frying our onions until they turn golden brown. Our rice is now ready. Our rice is ready. It's well cooked. So we are waiting for a tripe to be ready so that we can eat. We are going to fry them until they turn brown and they're crunchy. I love that taste. But if you don't want to fry them, you can just put them in the sauce without frying them, and even you can just eat them like that. When they're so nice, they're soft and they are salty. But as for me, we have so many recipes, but I'm using this method. As for me, I like using this method to cook my tripe. I like frying them fast. But some people don't fry them. They just cook direct, as in they just put in the sauce immediately without frying them, just after when they are not fried. But as for me, I want to fry them until they turn golden brown, or until they turn brown and dry. Here on this pot, you are making our sauce that you are going to put our tripe here. We are making our sauce. The onions are brown. Our onions have turned golden browns. Now we are adding our tomatoes. We've added our tomatoes. Now we are going to cook our tomatoes until they turn up, until they become a paste. We are going to cook them until they become a paste. Let's cover them. We are waiting for them to cook until they form a paste or they soften. Now our tomatoes are ready, or our sauce. Our sauce is ready. Now it's time to add our spices. We are going to add our beef spice. Then we mix well. After adding our beef spice, we are going to mix well. We are mixing well. Then we are going to add our soy sauce. We are going to add our soy sauce. After adding our soy sauce, we are going to mix everything well. Then we add our garlic powder. That's our garlic powder. Guys, you can add the spices of your choice. Even you can add here at this stage, you can add your bell pepper or black pepper, any spice that you like, or curry powder is good. As for me, I don't love too much spices. That's why I choose the spices that just those 2 spices or 3 spices are enough for me, but you can add the spices of your choice. After that, after adding the spices, then you put your tripe. You add your tripe. Remember, I added salt because I boiled our tripe with salt. We boil them with salt, so you don't have to add salt. After that, you mix everything well. You mix them well. Our tripe are soft, crunchy, and they are brown. The aroma is so nice. You can see they look delicious and they're so ready. Now our tripe are ready. You can see they're well cooked and served, garnished well. Our tripe are ready, guys. It's so easy to cook tripe. Just try to cook at home and you're gonna love it. They're so nice. You can eat it with ugali, rice, mashed potato, or matoke. As for me, I'm going to eat with rice. I'm going to eat our tripe with rice. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, I will insist, please subscribing, liking, commenting. Always helps the channel to grow. Thank you guys. Bye.